You lie there every night, wrapped in softness, covered in comfort. But something's wrong, because no matter how much you try, wealth doesn't stay. The money slips through your fingers. Opportunities fade by morning. And your bed? It may be the reason why. Because if your bed faces the wrong way, you're not just sleeping. You're silently draining your fortune every single night. Most people think wealth is built by action, by what we do when we're awake. But in Feng Shui, true abundance begins while we sleep. Because sleep is not just rest. It's when your energy resets. It's when your home whispers to the universe what you're ready to receive. And your bed is the loudest voice in that silence. If it's placed wrong, if the energy around it is blocked, scattered, or reversed, then no ritual will ever work. You'll do everything right, but the money won't stay. Because your bed becomes a leak, a soft, silent exit for every ounce of fortune that tries to stay. So tonight let's look deeper into where your bed lives, how it breathes, and how to transform it from a drain into a magnet. If something in you feels like the flow has slowed, then stay with me, because at the end of this video, I'll guide you through a quiet ritual, one you can do tonight to realign your bed and your wealth energy. And this is only the beginning. In the next videos, we'll explore the silent traps, forgotten objects, and subtle symbols that decide whether your bedroom becomes a sanctuary for fortune or a resting place for missed chances. So take a deep breath, let the energy settle, and let's begin. When you lie in bed, what's behind your head? Is it a wall of support? Or is it an opening? Most people place their bed right below a window, for the breeze, the light, the view. But in Feng Shui, a window behind your head is not freedom. It's leakage. In Feng Shui, your bed is your energy throne. And just like a king needs a solid wall behind him to feel secure, you too need a strong backing to hold your fortune. A window behind your head breaks that rule. It's not just a design flaw. It's a symbolic betrayal. Because what should be holding you is actually releasing you. Every night, as your body rests, your energy field softens, and the space behind your head becomes the gate between your personal chi and the energy of the room. When that gate is a window open or not, it creates an energetic vacuum, a silent invitation for everything you've gathered, rest, clarity, even luck, to drift outward without permission. And when the wind moves behind your head, especially during early morning or twilight hours, it carries away the settled wealth chi, like dust being blown off the table. Your money, energy, never gets a chance to settle. In traditional Feng Shui schools, this is called energy drainage from the mind gate. It weakens your ability to manifest, focus, and feel rooted in abundance. So even if you do rituals, light candles, set intentions, if your bed leaks chi every night, those rituals become like filling a cracked bowl. You pour in, and it still empties. Now let's go deeper. Not just in Feng Shui, but in the way your body and energy actually work while you sleep. When you sleep, your brain shifts into theta and delta waves, states of deep rest where your subconscious processes emotions and your nervous system resets. But this healing can only happen when your energy field feels protected and enclosed. A window behind your head disrupts this, not just symbolically, but physiologically. First, the light changes. Even closed curtains can't block out tiny shifts in outdoor light, which your pineal gland detects through your skin and eyes. That disruption? It throws off your melatonin, the hormone that governs sleep and internal repair. Second, the air movement. Drafts, pressure shifts, and subtle temperature drops from a window can trigger your body's alert system even if you don't fully wake. Your body tightens. Your breathing shallows. You move out of deep sleep into light survival mode. Third, and most overlooked, is the energetic permeability of the space behind your head. Subtle energy, what some call biofield or keys, most vulnerable at the back of your head, spine, and soles of the feet. In Eastern medicine, the area at the nape of your neck is called the wind gate, Feng Fu, believed to be the entry point where external energies can slip in, or where your own energy can leak out. So if your head is aligned with an unprotected window, you are sleeping in a position of exposure. And the result? You wake up foggy. You feel like you're working harder, but getting nowhere. You forget ideas, lose focus, question yourself, because your energy never had a safe place to land. You didn't lose your wealth from a bad decision. You lost it from the way your body reset while you slept. And it all began with the window behind your head. Have you ever woken up feeling like a part of you drifted away during the night? Like you slept, but didn't really rest? Maybe it wasn't just poor sleep. Maybe it was your chi slipping out the window. So if your bed isn't supported, your wealth won't be either. But what if it's not just the back of your head? What if the front of your bed is pushing fortune away too? Have you ever woken up feeling rushed even before your day begins? Look at your bed. Does it face the bedroom door? Most people think having a bed that sees the door makes sense. You know who's coming. You feel in control. But in Feng Shui, a bed aligned directly with the door is called the coffin position. Why? Because it's the same direction a body is carried out after death. And symbolically, it represents energy leaving, not staying. In Feng Shui, your bedroom door is the mouth of Qi. It's where energy enters fast, focused, and strong. But when your bed is aligned directly with that doorway, you're not just near the flow. You're in its line of fire. Imagine standing in a wind tunnel. Instead of letting the breeze circle you and energize you, it slams into you. That's what happens every night. Qi rushes in from the door and shoots straight toward your body, especially your feet, your chest, or your head, depending on how your bed is positioned. And this isn't nourishing Qi. This is unprocessed, raw movement. In Feng Shui theory, this position causes your body to be too exposed. Instead of allowing you to restore and recharge, the energy around you becomes like traffic constant, chaotic, disruptive, and more importantly, it sets a pattern in your subconscious. When your bed faces the door, your body interprets it as, something might come in, I need to stay ready. So even if you sleep, your energy stays on guard, and that protective tension follows you into the day, making you rush, question yourself, and hold back on decisions that could bring you wealth. Over time, this subtle defense mode becomes your energetic default. You wake up anxious. You delay action. You feel like time is never enough. And even when money comes in, it doesn't stay. Let's shift from ancient symbols to how your nervous system actually responds when your bed faces the door. 1. The brain's threat mapping. Your brain is wired to protect you while you sleep. In survival terms, your bedroom door represents the unknown. And when your bed points directly at that door, your amygdala doesn't fully switch off. Even when you're asleep, your body is silently scanning. Is someone coming in? Am I safe? That unconscious hypervigilance keeps you from dropping into deep delta sleep, where true physical and emotional regeneration happens. 2. Cortisol, wealth, and burnout. When your body doesn't feel safe while sleeping, it produces cortisol-y stress hormone at the wrong time. Instead of morning, it begins rising at night. Over time, this leads to waking up tired, craving sugar and dopamine hits, avoiding complex decisions, doubting your instincts, and energetically, that pattern blocks your ability to act on money opportunities. You see them, but you delay. You hope, but you don't commit, because your energy is still trying to defend, not receive. 3. Repetition becomes identity. If this sleeping position stays for years, your nervous system learns it as your default state. So even in waking life, you may rush projects just to get them out of the way, say yes too fast out of fear of missing out, constantly feel like something's about to go wrong. These are not personality flaws. These are symptoms of prolonged energetic misalignment. Big picture, the way your body sleeps shapes the way your wealth flows. And when your bed is pointed like a highway exit, all the abundance coming in feels like it has to keep moving. I didn't always know this, of course. For years, I slept with my bed facing the door. It looked balanced, symmetrical, like what a bedroom should look like. But every morning, I'd wake up feeling like I was already behind. There was this quiet pressure, like the day had already started before I even opened my eyes. I rushed my mornings, spilled my coffee, forgot what I meant to say, and deep down, I kept feeling like life was one step ahead of me, like money was always arriving late, or slipping past me without reason. I never thought it had anything to do with how I slept, until one night, I moved my bed, just slightly, no longer facing the door directly, and something shifted. The next morning, I didn't rush. I actually stayed in bed for a minute. I felt held, and within days my thoughts slowed down. I made decisions with ease. I didn't hesitate when an opportunity showed up, because my body finally felt safe. And when your body feels safe, money stops running too. It starts staying. A bed facing the door doesn't protect you. It exposes you. Qi rushes in too fast, and your energy never gets a chance to rest. Your nervous system stays alert. Your sleep gets shallow. Your money instincts go dull. Over time, you train your body to expect interruption, not stability. And you wake up every morning, already tired, already chasing, already leaking wealth. So if the front of your bed pushes energy too hard, what happens when something reflects it right back at you? Let's talk about mirrors. You wanted beauty, light, elegance, so you placed a mirror in your bedroom. But what if that mirror is quietly splitting your fortune in two? In Feng Shui, mirrors are powerful. They double, they reflect. But in the bedroom, especially when they face the bed, mirrors become tricksters. They don't just reflect your image, they reflect your energy. And sometimes, they send it right back where it came from. In Feng Shui, the mirror is not neutral. It's not just decor. It is a portal, a force amplifier, a reflection engine that either supports your energy or disorients it. And when that mirror is placed in your bedroom, the most intimate, yin-dominant space in your home. It brings in something the body doesn't fully understand. Movement, where stillness should be. You see, your bedroom isn't meant to bounce energy. It's meant to hold it, to soften it, to allow your chi to return, settle, rebuild. But a mirror disrupts that healing rhythm. When it faces your bed, it creates an energetic echo. Your thoughts, your dreams, your silent intentions don't land. They loop. Instead of becoming part of your aura, they become part of the room's reflection cycle. So, whatever you're working through, emotionally, financially, spiritually, doesn't complete. It stays suspended, bouncing back and forth between your body and your mirrored self. And here's the part most people never realize. Mirrors that reflect your bed don't just bounce your energy. They duplicate it. From a Feng Shui lens, this creates the illusion of a third party, an extra energy in the room. It's called the third presence. And that third presence confuses everything. Your relationship dynamics, your inner clarity, and even your money attraction channel. Because if your energy field is being reflected and multiplied while you sleep, then the universe receives a signal that's split. It doesn't know what version of you to respond to. The resting one? The mirrored one? The one thinking about bills at midnight? And that confusion shows up as missed opportunities, delayed payments, clients almost booking, money that's always almost there until the mirror is moved and your energy becomes whole again. Your body knows when it's being watched, even when your eyes are closed, even when it's just your own reflection. And that's where the science begins. Mirrors don't just reflect your physical form. They reflect motion, light, and shadow. And your brain, even in sleep, has specialized pathways that detect visual threats. These are old survival systems, wired into your brain stem to wake you up if something's approaching in the dark. When there's a mirror facing your bed, it picks up every subtle shift. Headlights passing outside, flickers from your phone screen, the slight movement of your own breath under moonlight. And your brain, it registers it all. Even if you don't wake up fully, you stay in light stage sleep, constantly micro-adjusting. No delta waves, no full body reset, no calm nervous system, just vigilance. Low-grade tension, unfinished rest. And here's where it gets deeper. Studies in sleep science show that even small disruptions in the visual field during sleep increase cortisol levels by morning. That leads to morning fatigue, brain fog, lower confidence in decision-making, reduced dopamine sensitivity, less motivation, less joy. And wealth energy is built on all of that. Because your ability to attract and hold money isn't just mindset, it's nervous system capacity. If your body is stuck in an incomplete sleep loop, you'll approach abundance with hesitation, not because you don't deserve it, but because your energy field is fragmented. In other words, a mirror facing your bed doesn't just disturb sleep. It fractures your restoration. It scrambles your signals. And without integration, the universe doesn't know what version of you to bless. I didn't think much about it at first. The mirror was just part of the room. It made the space feel bigger, brighter, a little more polished. It sat across from my bed, tall, elegant, always catching the morning light. But something was off. I began waking up tired, even after long hours of sleep. I felt like my energy was never fully mine. Like I was pouring myself into every day, but nothing ever quite stuck. Projects slipped. Ideas felt half-baked. Clients disappeared at the last minute. And inside, there was this strange tension, a feeling that someone or something was in the room with me. Not scary, just intrusive, like I couldn't fully sink into myself. It wasn't until I read about mirror splits in Feng Shui that it clicked. That mirror wasn't just showing me, it was splitting me. My energy wasn't integrating. My dreams weren't completing. My intentions weren't landing. And the moment I took it down, I remember that night so clearly. The room felt still, not empty, but whole. And over the next few weeks, my ideas came faster. My decisions got clearer. Money started to stay. Not because I worked harder, but because, finally, there was only one version of me in the room. And that was enough. A mirror facing your bed doesn't double your beauty. It splits your energy. It activates your space when it should rest. It reflects your fortune away, and you start the day already scattered. But mirrors aren't the only thing above you. Sometimes the weight we carry is right above our heads. Let's talk about the beam. You probably never look up while lying in bed. But what if? What's above your head is the very thing weighing your energy down. In Feng Shui, beams aren't neutral. They aren't just part of the ceiling. They're energetic blades. And when you sleep under one, especially when it cuts across your head, chest, or stomach, your chi field is divided, compressed, and your body interprets that division as a silent command. You are not safe to rest. When you lie in bed, you probably think of what's around you, the mattress, the pillows, maybe the door, but your energy, it thinks about what's above. Because in Feng Shui, the space above your head while sleeping is sacred. It's your upper chi field, the invisible sky of your personal energy. And when there's a beam pressing through it, that sky becomes fractured. Beams are not just structural. They symbolize burden, a load, a weight. They were designed to hold pressure, to carry tension across a space. And when that function hovers over your body each night, it transfers. You may not feel the pressure right away, but your energy field does. It senses that something is looming. Something is pressing downward, interrupting the natural upward flow of your breath, your dreams, your receiving. In traditional Feng Shui, this is known as cutting qi, a downward slicing of life force. Not with a knife, but with the silent geometry of imbalance. And when that cut lands across your head, it can lead to confusion, headaches, indecision. Across your chest, it invites anxiety, emotional tightness, hesitation. Across your abdomen, it affects your willpower, your confidence, and your ability to act. And over time, that nightly suppression becomes your daytime default. You start to live with the weight you sleep under. You say maybe later to things that matter. You feel your goals, but don't reach, because some part of you is still being pressed down, not by your choices, but by the way your energy has been trained to hold tension in the one place it should have been free. Our nervous system responds to perceived weight, not just physical, but symbolic. Studies show that visual patterns above the bed can influence heart rate variability, breathing depth, cortisol regulation. A beam creates unconscious compression. Your brain doesn't register a ceiling. It registers structure, pressing down. This activates the sympathetic nervous system. Subtly, continuous keeping you in low-grade alertness. You wake up with a shallow breath, a quiet pressure in your chest. And spiritually, that pressure often manifests as financial stagnation, inability to launch projects, a repeated feeling of something blocking me. And the truth is, it may be the beam above you. I once helped a man who hadn't changed careers in 12 years. He had offers, he had ideas, but he never moved. When I visited his home, his bed was perfectly aligned under a thick wooden beam, directly above his chest. He said he always woke up anxious, like someone was pushing on his lungs. We moved the bed, just 3 feet over, no longer under the line of pressure. Within 6 weeks, he changed jobs, started a side business, laughed more, not because of a ritual, but because the weight lifted. Sleeping under a beam splits your chi. It sends silent weight into your nervous system. Your body feels compressed, so your energy retreats. And prosperity can't grow, where pressure never stops. But what if you can't move your bed? What if the window stays, the door's fixed, the mirror can't leave, the beam won't go? Then you don't need to fight your room. You need to teach it how to flow again. Let me show you how. Ritual, the bedroom reset for wealth energy. Sometimes we can't change the walls, the beams, the windows, but we can shift the way energy flows inside them. This is a simple ritual to reclaim your space and teach your bedroom how to hold prosperity again. Step 1. Prepare a salt plus coin bowl. Place a small ceramic or wooden bowl under your bed right where your head rests. In the bowl, pour 3 pinches of natural salt for purification, 1 copper or brass coin for grounding and wealth anchoring. Why? Salt absorbs stagnant chi. The coin represents earth plus metaltha, 2 elements that stabilize, flow, and support financial roots. Together, they absorb what shouldn't stay and call in what's meant to arrive. Step 2. Light a soft candle. Just before bed, light a small tea light candle near your nightstand. Let it burn for 5-10 minutes while you settle. As you breathe, whisper, "Tonight, my energy returns. This room holds me. This space is mine." Why? Fire activates yang in a yin space just enough to command attention from the room. The whisper affirms your sovereignty, your energetic leadership. Step 3. Visual sweep and hand circle. Now close your eyes. Lift your dominant hand above the bed. Slowly trace a soft circle once, clockwise, just above your mattress. While doing so, imagine a soft current of wind sealing the space, protecting it from above, behind, and around. Why? This energetic sweep reestablishes the room's container field, telling the space, this is not an open corridor. This is a vessel of wealth chi. Step 4. Night whisper, affirmation. Before lying down, place your hand on your chest and whisper, I sleep where money stays. I rise where energy flows. My room remembers who I am. Say it slowly, once, like a code only your space understands. Why? Words spoken before sleep sink directly into the subconscious. In Feng Shui, the last vibration before unconsciousness becomes the energetic blueprint for the next 8 hours. Do this ritual for 7 nights in a row. You may start noticing a calmer breath when waking, fewer distractions during the day, unexpected moments of ease with money or decisions. Not because your house changed, but because you changed your energetic agreement with it. If you share a space, you don't need a candle. You don't need incense. You just need intention, layered into small things. Step 1. Create a hidden anchor pouch. Take a small fabric pouch or folded tissue. Inside, place a pinch of natural salt, one small coin, copper, silver, or brass, a dried leaf or herb, like bay leaf or rosemary, optional. Tie it up. Whisper into it once. You hold what drains, you call what flows. Slip it under your pillow, behind your headboard, or inside your pillowcase. Why? You're creating a micro-altera, concentrated energy point that absorbs stagnant chi and grounds wealth resonance. Step 2. Whisper before sleep, internally if needed. As you lie down, place one hand on your belly or heart. Inhale slowly, then either whisper softly or think silently. This is my space. I rest where abundance settles. Repeat once only. Why? Even silent affirmation before sleep reprograms the room's receptivity without alerting others. Energy responds to felt frequency, not volume. Step 3. One breath, one sweep. As you exhale, imagine your energy forming a soft ring around your body like a cushion of light. You can even gently move your hand over your chest or belly in a small circle, hidden under your blanket. Why? This tiny motion affirms containment. You're reclaiming spatial authority, quietly. Do this version each night for 5-7 days. No one needs to know, but the room will feel it, and you'll start waking up with a calm that says, something changed, even if I can't explain how. Your bed has been with you through everything. The nights you couldn't sleep, the mornings you didn't want to rise. It held your body, but now it's time for it to hold your wealth. Feng Shui isn't about fear, it's about alignment. And when your room begins to align with your intention, even softly, even slowly, your entire life begins to shift. So tonight, I don't change everything. Just change one thing. Whisper to your bed. Reset the flow. And let yourself be received. If something in this video stirred you, tell me in the comments. What part of your bedroom feels off? And what will you change first? Your awareness may help someone else, because we're all resting under something. And if this opened a door for you, stay close. In the next video, we'll explore the one object in your bedroom that may be silently blocking emotional abundance, and what to place instead. Until then, rest like your fortune depends on it, because sometimes it does.